If you're living behind, even if you cannot quantify it, there is something that comes along. But I use the money thing because you can immediately see, this is where I am. Let's say you're 30 years old and you're not making 45. Let's say you're 30 years old and you're making $30,000. That means you need to get up in the morning and start living life with a sense of urgency. You need to start running your life like you are losing, because you are. And understand something. The first thing is you need to be working 60 plus hours a week. Let me say that again. If you're behind, you cannot just work 60 hours a week. You need to be working closer to 80. Yeah, you need to lose some goddamn sleep and get out there and bust 2 full-time jobs to get your money up. Because until you get your money up, you cannot lead an adult male life. Not a happy one. You can barely pay your bills. You need another source of income. You got to start working. I already said, if you're 40 and under, single, no kids, and you're not working 60 hours plus a week, you're lazy. But if you're behind financially, you need to be working closer to 80. Yeah, that's 16-hour days. That means all you do is sleep and work, sleep and work, sleep and work. And let me tell you what this means. You need to go into overdrive. 0 excuses. No women. No dating. Put yourself in jail for at least a year to get your mind right. What the fuck you out here at the bar having a beer looking at a football game? Dude, you broke. You're only in these rooms and stuff and you're living a lie. That's why a lot of guys are depressed. So what you do is you kick life into overdrive and take the money, the additional money you make, and you need to double down on self-improvement. If you're out of shape, overweight, or something, get a personal trainer, take your second job and use it to start improving your life. Because when you start looking and liking who you see, you'll do better. Any CIA man who's on this purpose, because at least you'll get the sense of satisfaction of going to bed exhausted, but your money is coming in. You need to go into life overdrive. Overdrive on the self-improvement. 0 excuses. No women. 0. And then the highest levels of accountability. You need to confess too. You need to confess to your friends. Dude, I'm 35 years old and I'm still living life like a teenager. My wardrobe is like a teenager. My income is like a teenager. I date like I'm dating a teenager guy. Matter of fact, if I lost the job I have right now, there's no way I'd be able to go out and get another job making this much money because I have no skills. I've been living life like a teenage boy. And I'm gonna tell you, I know dudes out there, good dudes. Men haven't worn a suit since high school. Don't own one. What's in your closet? Nothing. I'm like, how do you get to life? And it's not even just a matter of income. Some dudes actually make enough money to afford all these things, but they don't live a life like it. I'm like, so it's one thing to not have the money, but if you do have the money and your wardrobe and your appearance still looks like a boy, you're still a boy. If you're living a life to where you're not exposed to anything that you wouldn't have been exposed to as a teenage boy, Houston, we have a problem. You have to get really clear on what should let's just say a 30-year-old man. A 30-year-old man and a 21-year-old man should be living 2 different lives. The 21-year-old man needs to be out there chasing it. But at 30, you should be out of that clubbing phase. You should be going to lounges and things like that. Because you will be the old fucking man in the club. And at 35, this stuff should really be out of your system. Well, understand something. If you're not living life like you should be, then there's only one thing to do. You have to go into overdrive on self-improvement.